Alright, once again, we are back, and in actual fact, this is the third time we have bloody recorded this video because of, we had a bit of a malfunction. We've had a couple of malfunctions with our memory cards, yes. So we're a bit over bookers. Anyway, who are we?
It's Marcus and Rob.
Right, and are you excited?
Oh, this question.
This is the third time I've done it.
Yeah. Right. Look, I'm not as excited, I'm not going to lie, I'm not as excited as some of the other ones that we've done in recent weeks. I know it is Booker's Bourbon and we haven't had this in like almost a year or something, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Marcus. It's been a solid year since this...
it hasn't been on the shelf.
Yeah, it hasn't been on the shelf. Being a barrel strength bourbon, you know, anything that's cask strength or barrel strength these days, it's in short supply because people are drinking it faster than... the companies can make it. In this particular case, it's Jim Beam. So it's part of the Jim Beam small batch collection. And this is their barrel strength. So straight out of the barrel and into the bottle.
That's it. Very high proof.
Very high proof. Yeah. Now, when we did it the last two times, we did totally different order. But on this particular occasion, we say, right, Booker's is part of the small batch collection from Jim Beam. And it came out in the 1990s, and it was the first... I suppose you'd say, you know, they actually probably, you could say that they coined the term small batch. So Booker No, Fred No, they're the Jim Beam family. And old Booker No out in the 90s, he said, well, let's, you know, do something a little bit different with our Jim Beam. And we'll make this small batch collection. And the small batch collection consisted of Booker's Bourbon. And this is an old collection. From the personal collection,
he's brought his
brought the big guns out in the 90s. You got the Bookers, aged 8 years and whatever proof, 65. You got Baker's 7 years and 53.1%. You got Basil Hayden 8 years and 40%, and good old Knob Creek 9 years old at 50%. So they're all all
different.
All high proof. Yeah. And, you know, got age statements on them.
Yeah. Now, that's interesting, because I wanted to ask you actually, Rob, because what we're drinking now, I think, is a 62 and a bit %. Is that correct?
I think, this one's a 127 proof, so they make it, 63 and a half.
63 and a half, sorry, my bad. Yep. But I'm noticing that there's a few different bottles up here, right? And there's one here, I think, from 2016, was 63.95%.
Yep.
That's 63 and a half. That one's different again. What's going on here?
This is 62.95.
Yeah, 62. Why? Why are they all different?
So straight out. So being a barrel proof bourbon, it's come straight out of the barrel. So effectively, what you're doing is you know by buying this bottle, you're buying the barrel. Right. So every barrel will have a different proof. Yes. So it will vary, and that's why I suppose that's the idea behind the batch. You could say this, right? You could say every bottle from a different batch, you're having a different drink in your glass.
Essentially, right?
So it's exciting.
It's
exciting in the sense, So I'm going to give this a bit...
if you had one from last year's batch that they released, and now that we've got this new one out, it'll be a totally different drink, essentially.
That's right. Well, I wouldn't say totally different, but there'll be nuances where it will be different, right? It will taste different. And a lot of people, you know, they like Booker's for this reason, is that, you know, every time they try Booker's, it's a little bit exciting. They can crack open the box, you can have a look. You can see it's a different proof, and you can, you know, maybe compare the last Booker's you had, and you have a bit of a different drink experience. So that you know, that's one of the benefits of your barrel strength. So let's have a little bit of a look at the colour.
Have a nose. The colour first.
Well, colour first.
It is very dark. I noticed that. Almost like an amber colour, or that you mentioned before, dark chocolate. But it's a very dark colour. Now that's obviously prevalent in a lot of high proof bourbons.
It is, and you can see it's quite dark in the bottle. Look how dark that bottle is, you know, compared to a lot of the whiskies we have on here. We don't mean to be too whiskey heavy. We've done a lot of whiskies lately.
We have.
But
it's winter time, to be fair. It's the season. So, what do you think of the nose?
So, I mean, once I get over the alcohol that hits my nose, I've got 60. It's basically all alcohol, or 63%. But once that settles down a bit, it's had a bit of a chance to get some air. It's quite sweet.
It is. It's very sweet, actually. I'm quite surprised about how sweet it is. Obviously, there's that alcohol hit, but I think once you get past that, it's almost like you can get a nose full of raisins.
It's like opening a box of sultanas almost, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
much.
Bit
of vanilla in there?
Yeah, a bit of vanilla, but it's surprisingly sweet for a high proof bourbon. So, very surprising.
Well, let's get into our gob and try and get a gob full of this and see what we think inside the gob.
Let's do it.
Whew. Man, it's a bit of a challenge here, isn't it? Because we've had so many, 40%, 45%, and here we've got a 60%. So it's grabbed the inside of my mouth. It's really grabbed my mouth, and it's chewy. You're chewing away.
It smashes the palate. It does. It really smashes the palate.
Big gobful, right?
Yeah. You get like this explosion of almost like some fruits and obviously that very dark, oaky, woody taste that you can taste in American bourbons. But to be honest, not gonna lie, 63 and whatever percent, I'm not impressed.
Marcus, I've never known you to be a liar.
Yeah.
You're a straight shooter, right? So,
the very short finish. All those, I guess, notes that I just mentioned have now gone. And to be honest, it's left a pretty shit taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, look, these reviews we do here, they're sort of about what our opinion is, but we want to be honest with our customers and our YouTubers. What we think about the product. We hold no fear, no favour here. If something is shit, we'll call it shit.
That's right.
It'll be disappointing.
Look, now I'll be fair because if you do want to compare it to something, there are other bourbons in the market out there for high proof bourbons, and I said to compare, I wouldn't compare it. Whatever you're paying for this bottle, I just think there's so much better out there.
Well, look, I mean, we sell this in Australia for about $130 a bottle.
Oh, really? Is that?
Yeah. So, you could get a nice Jim Beam double oak, which would set you back half that, $60 or even less. So this is a big step up, dollar-wise. Yeah. So, you're expecting, when you crack this open, you're expecting a lot of bang for your buck. And you would only pull this out for special occasions. Those occasions where you want everybody on the floor, right?
Or if you had a party.
And you want... You want to get everybody on the floor as quickly as possible.
Now you did mention it is Jim Beam Distillery, so it does taste a lot like something from Jim Beam.
It does. I hate to say it, but it does. Now look, what I want to do is finally we've got our whiskey diluting droppers here, right? Which we recommended MyBottleShop. We want to tone something down.
You're not going to put water in there.
I am going to put some water in here, mate. So I'm going to give it a good, 10 to 30 drops. And I'm going to see.
I don't think it's going to make it any better.
Let's have a go now. See if that's tamed the beast. Let's see. Well, still got that sweet raisiny smell, but let's see what aroma, shall we say? See, has that improved it for you, Marcus?
I think it's made it worse.
I think it has made it worse. I think you're right. Look, if I was, mate, to be honest, if I was going to drink this, I would get one of those, big ass.
Some ice cubes or something.
Yeah, big ass ice cube out of the freezer. I'd have it frozen in there for a month inside the freezer. I'd throw it in the glass and I'd pour the bookers over it. And, not only would it chill it down a bit, but it would slowly... The ice would slowly melt and just dilute that down a bit. I think just tame that. I don't know.
Not one of those big bloody ice ball things.
Yeah, whiskey with balls.
Bloody gimmicks. No, none of that. Look, that hasn't made it any better. I'm sorry, Rock.
Well, mate, look.
All things considering, it's so much better out there. I'm glad we tried it. I was interested.
Yeah.
I wasn't excited as per se. As you always ask me.
People will collect the bookers because of the different ABVs, and they've got these little they've got these little gimmicky stickers. This is an American bottle actually that's come out, and this is from 2015. batch number 2 dots batch. And I think there's one up here that's Booker's Bluegrass from 2016.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, they have released them with nice, nice wooden boxes.
But the boxes are nice.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you know me, the
Tick.
boxes, mate.
Tick.
And you know, so when they first released it, probably this back in the, this is 20 years ago when it came out. It's got a little leather strap here.
Yeah.
It looks like some fella has made this in the back shed.
Yeah.
And in fact, the first time I've ever seen it.
So now he's just showing off his boxes, right?
Right.
Because to be real, I think they're just coming in these days.
I don't think you get all this paperwork.
I don't think you get the signed, sealed and delivered manuscript with it these days.
And there's old, I think you can find that's probably old, there you go, it's old Booker No, who is the grandson, according to this, the grandson of the venerable Jim Beam.
Yeah, there you go. Old mate Booker's on there, but no, these days we'll only be getting
you'll be getting the cardboard box.
This cardboard box over here, so thanks for watching this, tuning into our case of showing off.
Collector's
edition, My Bottle Shop. But look, as I was saying, I will just, for the ones that are tuning in at home that are interested, we do have a mash bill as well.
Yes.
From our cheat sheet.
Go to the cheat sheet, Mark. That's what we got.
It is 77% corn, so it does tick the box. It is an American bourbon, over 51%.
Yes,
corn.
correct, Mundo.
It's also got 13% rye and 10% malted barley, which is an interesting combination, is it not?
I think it's a high malted barley content, and I wonder if that. It's hard. Just all right. So look, half the time we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So Marcus, if there's if you want to cane us, if you want to give it to us, there's something we said that's wrong, or you don't agree with what we're saying.
That's right.
Don't hesitate to cane.
It's only our opinion, so if you didn't if you didn't agree with us on the Booker's bourbon, if you actually like it, let us know. If you don't like what we said about it, you're getting all defensive, or if something we said was wrong, straight out facts, we'd love to know.
Put in the comments down below.
That's it. Or, even if you got some suggestions or you want us to do a particular bottle next time.
Please let us know again via the comments. Put in the comments, and we're happy to try and find the bottle and do a review. And we'll do it with all honesty.
For sure. So,
cheers, Marcus.
Thank you once again for tuning in.
Yeah, awesome.
And as always, please subscribe to our channel. Or if you're subscribed and you want to tell your friends about it, please tell them to subscribe. We'd love to get some more views on here and share the love.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you so much, and see you next time.
Oh, mate, you didn't go through.
No,
Pick up the glass.
Time,
Pick up the glass.
No chance.
Pick up the glass. Come on, mate.
Thanks, guys.